Hello everyone, welcome to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael, and today we're looking at Mark of Athena, chapter 46, Piercy. So, Piercy, Jason, and Piper, they charge! And things go wrong immediately. First of all, Piercy runs, and then some bars start to extend around him, and he grabs onto a Hydra cage and gets carried off into, I don't know, the air. Piper is running, and she's doing, we call it hopscotch. So it's one jump, two jump, one jump, one jump, oh, one, two. You know, you have these little squares on the floor. Usually girls play it, but it's a kind of game where you can jump around. This is vocabulary later, but Piper's jumping, trying to dodge fire coming out and stuff. She's trying to get over to Nico. Jason is flying through the air trying to fight Otis, and they just all get separated, and things are going crazy. Piercy gets stuck fighting this Hydra, and was it Ephialtes? He's about ready to send the Hydra up to Rome to start wreaking destruction on the Rome, but Piercy cuts the chains, and then he ends up battling this Hydra, and he's running around, and the Hydra's trying to eat him. But he sees this stack of rocket launchers, grenade launchers, rocket launchers, Roman candles, and he runs over there, and he kind of turns this lever on and activates all of them, and it just explodes this Hydra into pieces. One funny part here is Piercy has this huge bag of Wonder Bread. Wonder Bread is a brand of sandwich bread in America. It's a white package with these polka dots, and it doesn't go bad very quickly. It can last for a long time, and it's very soft. It's just like sugar pretty much. But he has this whole bag of Wonder Bread. He throws it at the Hydra, and the Hydra spits acid, but the bread just sucks up the acid and smushes all over the Hydra's face in poison goo, and the Hydra's ah! All its eyeballs are covered in poison goo, which is kind of funny. But Piercy explodes this Hydra into pieces. He rolls off to the side, and rockets are flying everywhere, and grenades are flying everywhere. One grenade explodes, and these sandbags start to fall on Piper. And so Jason stops fighting Otis, and he flies towards Piper to help her. And Otis throws his spear at Jason, and Piercy goes, "Jason, look out!" Jason turns, he sees the spear flying, he uses some wind to boof, and the spear changes direction and goes right in to Ephialtes. And Ephialtes is stuck with the spear, and he's like, "Otis, will you please stop killing me?" And Otis apologizes. Another explosion happens above Otis's head, and a wall kind of goes and just squishes Otis and explodes him. Something else happens to Ephialtes where he gets killed more. I can't remember exactly what it is. Jason and Piper and Piercy are around Nico, and Nico's like, "What's going on? Oh my goodness, there's a battle." Maybe Piercy doesn't get over to him, but Jason says, "Piercy, the control panels!" Piercy runs over, and he destroys these control panels that Ephialtes was using to kind of control all of this destruction and contraption stuff. So Piercy destroys it. Ephialtes comes back together. He gets really angry, and Otis comes back together. He's really angry, and Ephialtes corners Piercy and Jason, and he says, "Okay, let's kill these demigods." And Otis agrees and says, "Brother, that's the first time I've agreed with you all day." And they're about ready to kill them. And Piercy and Jason said, "You know what? We're going to take you guys down even if we don't have the power of a god." And right at that moment, a voice says, "Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that." And another platform slowly lowers from the ceiling. Now, we don't know that it's Mr. D in this chapter, but we can have a really strong guess based on our story that it is Mr. D. We'll find out next chapter, and I'm sure you can peek to see. But I'm gonna guess that it's Mr. D coming to help the demigods. Some vocabulary. The first one is hopscotch, which I already talked about. And oh, you know what? I can draw like a little. Oh no, that's a laser pointer. Here we go. So it has like a box like this, and maybe there's a 1 in there, a box like that, a box like this. Ugh. Man, this is okay. Here we go. Like that. Okay, and there's probably numbers in here. I don't know how to play this game because I've never really played it before. But you throw like a stick and you have to like jump and pick up the stick and go to the end, which I've never played it, so I actually don't even know how to play the game. But it's a game that young kids play in schools. I don't know how to erase all this. Oh, nope, that's the highlighter. Okay, well, let's just continue anyways. Next one. Spoil sport. A spoil sport is someone who kind of is playing a game with you, like baseball or football or something, and when something in the game happens that the person doesn't like, they get so angry and upset that no one else can enjoy the game. We call that a spoil sport. Don't be a spoil sport, we'll say. Meaning, don't destroy the game for other people. A pirouette, I think that's a ballet move. Maybe it's like wing or kicking your leg or some kind of like pose or turn. I'm not sure. A pirouette, some kind of ballet move. If you know what move that is exactly, please let me know. Leotard. Okay, this is what Otis has been wearing, a leotard. I thought he was wearing like a tutu, more like a ballerina costume, which a leotard can be a ballerina costume. But a leotard is like one strap, and it covers your kind of chest and goes down into shorts. So it's like one piece, but usually just like one strap. Like Tarzan, if you think of Tarzan, he maybe wears a leotard, a caveman. And that is what Otis is wearing. And so it's really tight, and you can see a lot of Otis's nasty body through it. But after he gets like mushed from the building, his leotard gets damaged, and so you can see even more of his body, and so he looks even more terrible because you can see more of him. And now that leads me to my discussion question. When was a time you agreed with your brother or your sister? Okay, we think of Otis and Ephialtes. They're just always disagreeing and arguing and miscommunicating. But finally, we see them agree. Let's kill the demigods. Has that ever happened with you and your brother and sister? And it could be like maybe you agreed on a movie, maybe you agreed on a meal for dinner, maybe you agreed on a consequence, a punishment that your parents were going to give you guys, something. But after all the fighting you do, there was one thing you finally agreed on. What was it? And of course, please make your own discussion question. That is all the time that we have for today, but thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.